I've got the kootai P-47 Thunderbolt back out here again. I have increased my movement, my linkage on the aileron, so we're going to find out how that works out. I've got it in 6G mode, high rate for launch. I'll start my timer. Alright, launching. Takes right off. I'm giving it about 70 to 75% throttle with a moderate chuck. Takes right off, no problem. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, we've got it in 3D mode now. And as far as I can tell, 3D mode is just like a wind mitigation mode. It's not auto leveling the plane at all. I want to see what my roll rate's like now. Oh, it's still slow. I think the gyro, because I set it up for maximum movement on the ailerons. I think that the gyro is muting the movement on the ailerons. At center stick, it seems to move a lot more, but trying to do rolls with it, it's still very, very lethargic, and it shouldn't be. So I think this is, let's try it again. Yeah, see how slow that is? I think that it is a function of the gyro. I think the gyro is really maybe a little bit faster than it was before I changed the linkage on the aileron, but it is nowhere near where it should be, in my opinion. Those are pretty big control surfaces, and they're on the outboard section of the wing, so as much movement as I should be getting out of the ailerons with that linkage setup, you know, for maximum movement, that thing should really have a fast roll rate to it. Great flying plane though, very, very stable. I've got a lighter weight battery in a much lighter weight battery. This battery weighs 45 grams. The stock battery weighs 65 grams. So I think it is a little bit tail heavy right now. I switched out my 7 grams of nose ballast weight for 14 grams of nose ballast weight. Check that out. But even doing that, it still feels, you know, with that lighter weight battery in there, I think it still feels a little bit tail heavy. Still very stable, but just a tick on the tail heavy side. Cool little plane though. Cool little plane, and I think we're well worth the price point that they're asking for this. And you know, this 690 millimeter wingspan warbird has a good presence in the air, you know. I really like it. I think it's a really, really good airframe. I'm really liking this 3D mode, except for the fact that it seems to mute the amount of movement on the control surfaces a bit. But as far as interference from the gyro in 3D mode, I don't see any. I really don't see any interference. I don't see any interference of the gyro in 3D mode. It's not doing any self-leveling. It may be doing some wind mitigation, but when I input something on the sticks and then center the stick, it's not leveling the plane. So I really like the 3D mode on this, except for big huge wide loop, except for dropped my transmitter there, except for that was almost catastrophic. I was trying to get these bugs off of my face. Except for the fact that it mutes the control surfaces. Other than that, I love this 3D mode. It doesn't seem to interfere with what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do at all. That's a beauty of a plane, man. I really like that airframe. And on 2S, it's got good power. It's very quiet. Almost lost sight of it there. How you like that? Man, isn't that nice? I'm impressed with this kootai plane. I hope they come out with more of them. You can tell it's zooming a little bit. Compared to my first flight, you can tell that it's just a tick on the tail heavy side. Okay, so putting it back into 6G mode, and let's see if we can bring it in for a landing over here. I'm going to walk back over toward the road, and I mean, as a beginner, you're not going to have any problem flying this in 6G mode, and it is really solid in 3D mode. I didn't have any problems with it. It handled extremely well in 3D mode. I didn't see it drop a wing once, you know, even when I got slow with it in 3D mode. Okay, so let's see if we can bring it in and set it down. See if I can keep it more in the middle of the lane this time. I'm really backing off of the throttle. You can tell I'm going back around. You can tell it's tail heavy. Do you see the tail drop when I slowed down? Yeah. So with the lighter weight battery that I've got in it, I think I need just a little bit more nose weight on it. I'm having to push the elevator down. All right. That was a nice soft touchdown, but it had to be so close to stall. I mean, that was really slow when it touched down. Really a fun, very stable plane. So this was courtesy of Banggood. I want to thank them much for sending this for review. All right, well, that's a wrap on this episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.